step-by-step how to create a travel blog from scratch. And this is every weekday, 1 p.m. Eastern. You're not going to want to miss each time. We're going through every step to create your travel blog. Like our Facebook page for more on travel, blogs, photography, and so much more. You can click the link in the description to follow along with today's tutorial, or you can go to www.tothenationsworldwide.com. You can go to the e-learning tab and go on down to how to make a travel blog from scratch. Today, we're going to After You Write from Unit 3, Writing a Post, Lesson 2, After You Write. Now, in yesterday's session, we talked about writing content, what you should be writing about, talking about your niche and your audience that you're writing to. We talked about writing a post, getting engagement on that post, and considering SEO, search engine optimization, every time that you post something or publish something on your blog. So that's trying to get noticed by search engines. When people search, you want to get noticed. You want your blog post to be the first thing that comes up so that they click that. In today's episode, it's just complementing what we talked about yesterday. So make sure you check out yesterday's episode because it was full of value. And today we're just going to be complementing that value with a little discussion on writing your content and what you should do after you write. So after you've written that first post and you've hit publish, what do you do next? Well, you can supplement that post with images from your trip and photographs from the scenery or whatever it was you were talking about. Just make sure that those photos, like we said yesterday, supplement your writing. So don't add anything that doesn't belong just because you think it's a great photo. Save that for your Instagram feed because adding images, especially if they're not compressed, is going to slow down your blog. So anytime somebody clicks on your blog, they're going to have to wait for those images to load. And if your post is littered with images, not only does it make it a less friendly experience for the readers out there, but it's also going to slow down your blog. And if your blog takes a long time to load, people are just going to close it and move on to the next one. So make sure when you add images to your blog that you are compressing them. Now you can do this through a third-party website, or you can download the plugin that we talked about earlier where it compresses your PNG and JPEG photos in WordPress and adds them into your blog post. A very useful plugin that you're going to want to activate. Now you're going to want to create a backlog of posts. Now we talked about this again yesterday. Creating a backlog of posts helps provide you with a buffer. So if you ever get too busy to write a blog post, whether it's every day, every week, whenever you're publishing, this gives you a little bit of a buffer that if you get too busy to write, then you at least have something that you're going to publish to remain consistent. Now, consistency is the main topic of today. Consistency is key when publishing to your blog. So keeping with this consistency theme, how often should you be posting? Should you be posting once a day, once a week, once a month? Well, there's pros and cons to each of these, and I'm going to go through them really quickly. If you're going with once a day, be prepared to have a large backlog of posts. Make sure, like we said yesterday, that those posts are at least 700 words long or even more than 1,000 words. This is for quality and SEO purposes. Remember, quality is better than quantity when it comes to writing your posts. So if you're thinking once a day, make sure that you have quality for each of those posts once a day. This can be very difficult to do, especially when you're starting out. I suggest to stay away from this. The good thing about it is that it keeps your blog fresh. It keeps people coming back each and every day to want more from you, but you're going to experience fatigue and burnout, and you might quit blogging quicker than most if you start with this right away. So that's once a day. The one that I recommend is once a week. I believe this allows you to promote that post throughout the week to get readers to come to your blog and read that. It also stays in your featured post at the top of your blog whenever somebody visits your blog for a long period of time, 1 week. And it also provides your readers with to look forward to next week's post, whether you give a teaser to it or whatever you want to do with that. I believe once a week is a safe amount to do. It also creating a backlog to this to give you that buffer is fairly easy. You can allocate a little bit of time each week to write a blog post and to keep that backlog going. This is what we do once a week is the best, I believe. You could also go once a month. This is another one I do not recommend. It's a bit too long to keep readers interested in your blog. However, if you're doing one post a month, I recommend that you do a really long, quality, thorough post for that once a month. It's something that I prefer not to do. It's too long in between posts, and we stay away from that here. We talked about this a little bit. Consistency. Consistency is key, and content is king. So stay consistent. Whatever you choose, whether it's every day, every week, every month that you're going to post, be consistent with that so that your readers know what to expect from you, so your readers know when to come back to you for that next post. So this is true with anything related to creating content on the web. Remain consistent for your audience. Consistency is key. Content is king. So content is what's going to bring people back. Content needs to be quality and on a regular basis, and that way your reader is going to come back each week, each day, each month to read your blog post. This cannot be stressed enough. You need to serve your audience, serve your niche, whatever it is that you are serving. You need to serve them with quality content and be consistent. That is all for this post. Like I said, this was just a supplementary post to yesterday's. So be sure to check out yesterday's. I hope this helps you create your WordPress travel blog. Be sure to like our Facebook page for more on travel photography and creating your travel blog. Click the link in the description and you can follow along each week to how to make a travel blog from